would you please welcome your New Orleans Saints?
Late groupie option, ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So we don't have the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game, but he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
One open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different parish.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. London going to motion over right. Penix to throw again on 2nd. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, and you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
3rd down, it's Penix. It's him on the in route. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a 2nd-round pick. It's Tyler Shough.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit. And Tyler's got a lot of it.
And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. This one misses the tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Shotgun snap to Shough. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Return starts from the 45. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf, incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Punted away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. This is Alvin Kamara with it. This is ahead for about 5. David Ain't-lanta there for the stop.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The Falcons go a nickel, 3rd down. Shock working from the gun. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
He tucks it and takes off. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. He didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. This will give to Kamara. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's complete. This is Olave. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On a keeper, here's Shaw. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Chuck now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get
down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Counter give to Kamara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another run for Kamara. And he's stopped as we get closer to our 1st point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
13 yards on the play.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra, block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest.
Falcons, nothing.
be on now to handle the kickoff.
For the Saints.
Here's Carter on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. They go play action. Here's Penix. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush. He came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And they get to him again! And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. First and 10 now from the 46. Pistol snap here to Shuck. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And they make this stop, I'm going to say, about the 37-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Give him 8. On that one, and that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shuck now on 1st down. He calls his own number again. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shuck's going to throw here. Now here he goes again. And this one does not go far. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw, Shuck. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Caught left side by Bailey. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now. They need 7. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To throw again here, it's Shuck. And he stopped, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a 1st and goal. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Groupie sends it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
Hey, we've all learned enough to look at the numbers through the years and know how important points are going into halftime and coming out of halftime. They accomplished the first task. Now they get a chance to begin the second half of the ball as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Return starts from the goal line. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hanson and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Saints offense ready to start this third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt to that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running left. This is Kamara. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They've got first down here from the 36. Kamara running out of the gun. They stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Trying the air now. Here's Shop. Screen here for Kamara. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Now Chuck on 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Play action. Here's Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First and 10, around to Robinson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That play wrapped up by DeMario Davis.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Penix working from the gun. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he'll get it up to the 44.
We saw those guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. The group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They'll start things off with a run by Kamara. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts for a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through.
I can't believe what I watched.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Drawing up the design keeper. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Finds him over the middle. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Shuck running the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On the toss to Kamara. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. To the air on 3rd and long. A lot of mess on the move here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end. And I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead.
Falcons, nothing.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And the Falcon 1st down.
On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Running left is Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Penix now to throw. We look underneath here. Robinson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Falcons trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. That one complete to Pitts. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Penix on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that. Brings up 2nd down. He's scoring this. Just like that.
It's what you hear. You hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. For QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Penix now on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Penix looking to pass. Go right side, caught by Mooney. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you know it's a tough. But the minute that DB turns, he can't react to the throw. Put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back, gets it, and moves the sticks.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10.
17. Falcons 7.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a 2-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. You got to finish it all the way down to double zeros.
And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to have the first down there for the Saints. And that should be enough to run out the rest of this one.
Gain of 10 yards.
The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
At the 26-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.